What's going on, you savages? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got some WWE 2K19 news, which is very similar to what we got last year around this time as well. But before we get into it, if you are new around here, obviously make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications, because we're gonna be covering everything in regards to WWE 2K19. So the news, the updates, the reveals, the rumors, and so on, I'm gonna be covering it. So make sure that you guys hit that notification bell on to be fully informed and to not miss any of the upcoming WWE 2K games content. Nonetheless, let's get right to it with what could be pretty much like the first confirmed news in regards to WWE 2K19. So as we know, the game is already in development, and it has been in development for quite some time now, pretty much ever since the release of WWE 2K18. Now around this time, as we head into WrestleMania, especially now January, February, and so on, we get a lot of hints, and one of those is the commentary team working for the next game. Previous year, we had Corey Graves tweeting out in regards to working at the Performance Center for a special project, and we also had Michael Cole before tweeting out in regards to this. They don't specifically indicate that it is for the upcoming WWE games, but we pretty much know it is. But this year, we actually got some confirmation, and this is coming from the Sam Roberts podcast, as he had Booker T as a special guest, in which they discuss everything that been happening between Corey Graves and Booker T. To sum it up, Booker T called out Corey Graves recently, as he indicated that it was because of him that Booker T is not on Monday Night Raw anymore. So Booker T was blaming Corey Graves, saying that Corey Graves is the reason why Jonathan Coachman ultimately was the one to replace Booker T on Monday Night Raw. Booker T even added that if he catch Corey Graves outside, he's gonna fight him. But then Booker T invited Corey Graves to his podcast, and it was all a work. They were laughing about it, how the internet took it serious, and so on. So this was one of the topics that was discussed in the Sam Roberts podcast. But Booker T was the only guest, because Sam Roberts indicated right at the beginning that Corey Graves is extremely busy with a lot of projects right now, and one of those being the next WWE games. Monkey in the production truck rode the clip.
Last week we were talking about the battle that was raging on the internet between Corey Graves and Booker T. So I wanted to get Corey Graves on the podcast because he's a buddy. And unfortunately, Corey, I mean, here's what people don't realize about Corey Graves. Okay, he's the only guy who is now the voice of everything. He's the voice of Raw. He's the voice of SmackDown. He does mixed match. He's doing video game stuff right now for the next WWE video game. He's on all the pay-per-views. The pay-per-views that are dual branded, he ends up doing every single match because he's on all of the shows. It's amazing the amount. Well, when we were there in where was it? In Philly for NXT TakeOver, he was there kicking in for the NXT TakeOver kickoff show. The amount of work, the volume that Corey Graves has to handle is kind of insane.
So there you guys have it, pretty much confirmation that this week, right now, Corey Graves is working on WWE 2K19 commentary. So of course, we knew that he was going to be in the game simply because, again, he is the voice of WWE. He's pretty much everywhere, and most importantly, he is on Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown. He is basically the only constant in the commentary team throughout WWE, even more than Michael Cole. Now, of course, with us knowing that Corey Graves is working on commentary, then we basically know that everybody else who is going to be in the commentary team is also doing the same thing, because they usually work on this together for the next couple of months. Now this year, it should be very interesting to see if WWE Games is gonna have two commentary team. Are they gonna have Corey Graves, Tom Phillips, and Byron Saxon as a SmackDown commentary team for the game, where of course we get to hear them when we playing in a SmackDown pay-per-view, or where we are playing with SmackDown guys, or in the SmackDown arena. And for Monday Night Raw commentary team, we're gonna be getting Michael Cole with Corey Graves with the coach. Last year we got a whole commentary team, so they already got 3 of those guys, at least with multiple lines in them. So they just need a whole nother new commentary team to complete the 6 of these guys. And in regards to the coach, it's a very interesting question, because the coach came back to WWE 3 to 4 weeks ago as of me recording recording this, so if WWE Games is just starting to record commentary lines for the next game, then of course they are able to use Jonathan Coachman for it. Because again, he's already with the WWE, he already got multiple WWE Monday Night Raw broadcasts in him, he's already back in the mix of things. So I am hoping that this is something that we get this year, that we do get a 2 commentary team, one for SmackDown, the other one for Monday Night Raw. We know that there always have been improvement in the commentary team, and having 2 teams this year could be very refreshing. Again, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I got for you guys for this WWE 2K19 news coverage. I hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that you guys found this informative. If you guys did, make sure that you guys drop that like button. Let's try to go for 300 plus likes. And as I said before, to be fully up to date on all things WWE 2K19, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and turn on those notifications. I cannot stress that enough, because I will be keeping you guys up to date, and just like previous year, I'll be your #1 source for WWE 2K games coverage. Before I end it, I want to say thank you to Hopeless Emotion on Twitter for hitting me up about this news, because otherwise I might not have seen it anytime soon. And that's what I want the rest of you guys to do. Let's make this a community effort to be fully up to date. So if you find anything regarding next year's game within the next couple of months, make sure that you guys hit me up on Twitter. And if it's something that I haven't covered yet, I'll make sure to thank you guys while reporting on it. So make sure that you guys hit me up on Twitter if you find anything around the internet in regards to this year's game. Anyways, you savages, we on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Macho T, dig it.